Time for Gimmick Puppet of Leo. Alt Win Con! Alt Win Con! Hello, welcome back 3-1 gang. You know what it's time for. It's the anime tournament. It's been a minute. I'd also like to say that, well, we're getting close to the end. We're getting close to the end of the first pass-through of the groups. We're going to be going back to the Pro Tags in just another, I believe, within the week. I also believe I said that last time, but no, on the first, you will be getting your Playmaker versus a Tem. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the Pro Tags again and see, if a Tem can actually do something against Vrains Lamau, against literally just transcode Xcode. In addition to that, I would also like to say that if you enjoy these sorts of anime duels, come on over to my streams. I do them a lot. Like, I do them a lot. I'm also in the midst of a different tournament that's stream exclusive, just so that people don't get spoiled on the YouTube tournament. So if you were worried about that, don't worry about it. And, you know, yada yada, 20% of people, yada yada, please subscribe, yada yada. But at 20,000 subscribers, I'll have you know that I actually have a plan. That plan is to talk about every single number monster. Every single one. Essentially, think of my Dynasty of the Useless series, but on a less negative connotation, and talking about every single number. If you want that to happen, share the videos, get me bigger. Once I hit 20k, we do that. Once I hit 25k, I'll do it for every single Blackwing. And yes, I'm counting the anime versions in these as well. Anyway, I figured that was a good enough update to just bring up at the start, and we can probably get into the decks. Here's Kalin. This is Kalin's deck. If you remember his early deck, you know, like his flashback deck when he just... How do I put this on YouTube where y'all will actually know what I'm talking about? He A-cabs a man to death. I think that's a... I think that's the best way I could put it. Man just commits violence against a powerful force in the on the streets of Satellite. I don't know how else I could say it, but I just want this video to stay monetized because we're just playing a funny little card game. But these, yeah, I'm not worried about these because we never really got more of a deck than this, and we also know of this deck, this confirmed deck. So I figured it would be kind of fun to actually, like, come on, it's Infernities. Do we really want Archfiend Soldier and Vorse Raider? Like, these were never in the same deck. And then Climber, it's like, I don't remember the exact reason we didn't put Climber in there. But, don't harass me about it. Harass Dakota, the person who made this deck, in the Discord, which you can join. But regardless, you may see a few problems here. Well, we have Infernity Archfiend. That's great. We have Necromancer. Fantastic. We have Mirage, which is even better in the anime. Because it's a quick effect for some reason. I don't know. It's very funny to me. And in addition, we have Break. So what don't we have? Launcher. We do not have Launcher. We don't have Launcher, and we don't have Barrier. And we have a lot of... in the deck, so... It's already not going to be the most competitive, but hey, Summon Archfiend, Search Break is still already pretty good for 5D's era decks, I'll say that much at least. So, let's head into his opponent, which is Quattro. So yeah, this is Quattro. Quattro is very funny. He has very few monsters for being an incredibly Xyz-focused deck, but he does have a lot of things that are pretty much just win more, or will never happen. Target 3 Xyz in your graveyard, banish them, and then summon the Xyz from your extra deck. Yeah, you know, for when I summon, what are you talking about? When is that happening? Gimmick Box is also, I guess, a monster you can count it as. Overlay Satellite is also a monster, and Xyz Coliseum is just, yep, if he goes up against someone from a different era, unless it's specifically someone from Arc 5 that has Xyz, or... I think literally just Playmaker in Vrains, to be quite honest with you. If there are other, like, Xyz monsters in Vrains, it's not that impressive. It's not gonna come up that often. But, yeah, this is Gimmick Puppets. Not really much of anything except, Scissor Arms can double its own level, but doesn't foolish from the deck to the graveyard. So Jury Doll is just a little bit worse. By the way, sorry if I'm a little bit worse for where I am coming off of a little bit of a sickness, and I'm waiting for a doctor soon. So if I sound a little bit lethargic, or my voice sounds a little bit you know, I apologize for that. It's just I also need to make a video every single day. I think I've done it for like 45 days now, something like that. I forget. There was one person who would always put it in my comments of like, day X, and they just stopped doing it. I assume because they just knew that I'd keep going on until the end of time, as Time Zero only marches forward. But, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm a little bit fuzzy or hazy. Let's head right into the duels. Alright, so we're on to... Oh boy. Oh yeah, I gotta turn off quick animations because the last thing I did was make the super long video from yesterday. The summoning every level 12 monster. Yep, that'll do it. So we're just gonna summon Egghead, which is just big enough. Reflector's going to bring back the Mirage and deal some damage. Oof. Oh, okay, we're just doing this turn, my turn. You know, it's actually my turn, please. It's mine, please, smile. But, unfortunately, it doesn't really seem like there's much that the Infernity player can do, aside from summon Necromancer and deal 2400. This actually gave me some knowledge, because, this counted only the face-up ones, even though it doesn't say it. Yes, I know that's how cards work, that this is not public knowledge that Infernity Dwarf is Infernity Dwarf, or even an Infernity monster at that point. Like, sure, you can just kind of say, well, I mean, if everything in the deck's Infernity, but, you know, come on, that's not going to be the issue. But anime cards, some of them are omniscient. Like, Anime Super Poly can actually do something funny of, fusing, like, your monster, it keeps getting donoed into Jaden for all of our anime tournaments. So, I can tell what an opponent's, or rather, Omni Heroes keep getting added to Jaden. He already had Anime Super Poly. So, whenever I have, like, an elemental hero, I can see all the attributes of the opponent's set monsters with Super Poly. If it allows me to summon a Scody Down, I guess one of them is a dark attribute. Also, yes, that's how it's pronounced. It's a Scody Down. It literally has the accent on it. I'm pretty sure you pronounce it with, like, a Portuguese accent. I would imagine so. It just sounds right. Randomizer is going to deal damage. And, am I dead? Am I just dead here? Oh? Oh? No? Okay. That's good, at least. Let's see where we go from here. Puppet Ritual, go Egghead. Egghead, deal 800. I don't feel confident in anything. Granted, I am trying to bait the gimmick box. That's about it. That's also why Infernity Archfiend didn't attack directly. It was purely because of that. And also, if Guardian did it, then I just have a gimmick box. And I believe he was also fearing something else. I forget what Kalin was fearing here. I'm gonna say a Gear Changer. And we're just waiting around until he has, like, something that can actually get rid of gimmick box. And then just realizes, oh, okay, so Shadow Feeler. Let me take the 200. Or the 400, rather, because it's doubled. Gimmick box. I'm just going to summon it. That's unfortunate, and I'm dead anyway. Yeah, that took a little bit of math to get over the Shadow Feeler and the gimmick box. It's just like, otherwise there's gonna be a lonely level 8 on the field, and if there's just one Egghead in the hand, like, you're just screwed as the Infernity player here. So, yeah, makes sense. Let's head on to Game 2. Yo, look, it's Game 2. That's crazy. Okay. So let's see what we can do. We have the Funny Man, again, but we have cards in hand, and no Infernity, Reflector to get them out of the hand. We've got Destroyer. Didn't expect the second game gimmick box, I'll tell you that much. And then we're just going to go into Overlay Satellite on the gimmick box, which does work. Let's summon out Gimmick Puppet of Strings, baby. It's just big enough. I can't attack that turn because of the Overlay Satellite. So in case you were wondering, oh god, I am sorry if this is hard to sit through because of my voice, but I very much appreciate it regardless. Thank you for being around and making this my my living. This is incredible. Like, I just play my favorite game, and I get to have fun with it. It's so great. Like, I've been doing this daily for over a month now, and I still haven't been burned out. That feels amazing. Like, that feels amazing. It just feels like there's so much uncharted territory to go for. Alright, so Destroy is gone. We're gonna summon Puppet Princess. Also, fun fact, Funny Man misses timing off of Zero Max. Did you know Funny Man misses timing? When you can. Ah, such a great mechanic. I know everyone in the comments is now going to be like, yo, it's the worst mechanic I've ever seen in my life. It's the worst mechanic I've ever seen in my life. And it's like, yes, I know. Trust me, I know. So I'm going to put string counters on all of them. And then I was thinking about doing the funny nightmare, but I figured against it. I don't remember why I figured against it, because I mean, I can summon it, actually. I can summon it. Do I do it, is now the question. String of Destiny. Let me make it level 8. There you go. There you go. Gimmick Puppet of Leo. And in the anime, it's if you detach all of its Xyz materials by its own effect, you win the duel. It's not this Destiny counter garbage that the real life one has. So if I cheat it out and summon it with Nightmare, which can be treated as 2 Xyz materials, I can just detach 2 and then instantly win the game. So what do? Oh, hi, it's Infernity Guardian. Time for Gimmick Puppet of Leo. Alt win con! Alt win con! I pulled off Bakura and I pulled off Leo. I am genuinely a god. I am so good. I am a goddess of all alt win cons, I'll have you know. On to the next game. We are now on to that all-important game 3. Let's, I can't do a Belgian accent. I just can't. I can't. Like, I don't know, like, what, like, we're doing up there with, like, Lithium's throat, you know? But it is such a distinct voice, and I don't feel like anyone can really do it well. That's the thing. Like, I watch Lithium all the time. It's not even that is the issue. Unfortunately, could not burn for 800. Oh, what a fantastic thing. Necromancer going to defense because we can't summon. The funny man has been drawn. Unfortunate. But, yeah, this is kind of... yeah, both of these decks are pretty slow, but can get very rarely explosive. That's the only distinct thing about them. Like, between themselves. They are both the same in that regard. Okay, we have finally emptied our hand. I wish I had anything for this. Yeah, yeah. Isn't that unfortunate? Isn't that unfortunate? Oh boy. On to game 4. Alright, it's 2-1. Kalin is up the 2. So let's see what we can do. Will this be 3-1, gang, or will we go to the world first game 5? If anyone can, like, point me in the direction of the game 5 that we last had, please do, because I don't think we have. I don't think we've had a game 5. So, let's see where this one goes. Scarecrow! Yay! It has 2,000 defense. That's great. Oh, okay, we've summoned 100 Eyes. Oh, break is happening. Break is happening. Nope, okay, I'll make this unaffected. Yay, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yay! Scarecrow. Twilight Joker. 100 Eyes Dragon. So Anime 100 Eyes actually has a very, a broken effect. Like, super broken. It gains the effects of all darks in the graveyard. It's just that Kalin's deck can't actually do anything with it. That's, I used to have an anime deck build that, that was basically just like anime cards turboing this out to, be literally invincible. Like, not just you win the game, but like a dual puzzle, you can't stop this thing, sort of deal. And I remember I had, like, the Infinite Negate Dark Magician for traps. I've Sorcerer of Dark Magic, something like that. Like, it's one of the bad ones that looks like Dark Magician, but isn't, like, within the archetype, you know what I mean? Summoner Monk, so it can't be tributed, so you can't kaiju over it, all that sort of thing. So right now, it just has the effects that, of nothing. It can tribute to summon 2 Beetle from hand, deck, or graveyard. And nothing. So fantastic. What a wonderful day. Gear Changer is now going to be put onto the Twilight Joker. We're going into Giant Grinder. Gimmick Shield to swap it. Damage translation, unfortunately, it appears you'll be having a ghost token. I don't see how that helps. Also, anime numbers, you know, numbers clause. Can't beat over it, unfortunately. Just straight up can't. I'm gonna get back Shade of Strings just to be even safer, and I've already realized the win con because I know that, and the only way that Kalin can really out this is through break, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep Shade of Strings, and should just be good. If you ever try to out it, just change Shade of Strings. If you get 2 of them, it's been so long you're probably dead by then. So, it's probably the way I can do it. And then Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, go into Junk Puppet, and, you know, I had to go for Leo. You know, y'all thought it was just going to be stalling that long? Y'all thought it was going to be stalling that long? Did I pull the wool over your eyes, you poor little sheep? No, it is time, in fact, for... Okay, so I'd like to explain what just happened there. Infernity 0 is in the graveyard from Liquid Impulse. Infernity 0 must be special summoned by its own effect. Can be special summoned. If your life points become 0 by taking damage from a card effect, you can discard all the cards from your hand, special summon this from your hand. So these are the important things that 100 Eyes has as effects now. While you control this face-up card, you do not lose the duel, even if your life points become 0. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Remember, this is on 100 Eyes as well. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Place 1 death counter on this card for each 500 damage you take. Destroy this card when there are 3 death counters on this card. 300, Jesus. So, that's above 15. It's dead. Yeah, that was a punt. That was just a punt. Uh-huh. Yep. That was, So, Dakota, you felt bad for misplaying I, even though it really, truly didn't matter, because, I was just so much stronger as Joey anyway. What's your excuse for that, buddy? On to the all-important Game 5! Can you tell I'm getting a bit more of my strength back, a bit more of my power? We've got Xyz Coliseum, and while he do have a black card, it's not an Xyz monster, even though it does have the levels in the weird wrong place. I will admit right now, I have messed that up on an occasion or two. I have straight up messed that up. Because I was just like, you know, these cross, era tournaments. Sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, you know, that's just how it goes. Like, if it's a black card, it has to be an Xyz, because, like, it just happens so often, because usually, like, you're within the same era. You know what I mean? That's how we do our tournaments on stream, because, honestly, this is a spectacle for YouTube, but it is horribly balanced. It is horribly balanced. Granted, you know, it's to get a top 16, but that's just how it goes, buddy. Or not even a top 16, I believe it's, we have 6 groups, so yeah, it's a top 12. It's kind of a weird one. But either or. We have pretty much just done nothing here. And, the opponent can't do anything because, only Xyz can attack, so that's something. Banish Reactor, I banish something, so I get back a spell. Junk Puppet, Overlay Satellite, alright, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. Overlay Satellite, put it onto the Leo. I can now stall, but let's make it a little faster. Disaster, Leo! This is what happens when you excel. You go further. Go attack Gimmick. And go String of Destiny. I can't attack anymore. Because String of Destiny, it's equal to the level of the monster it sends. If it's a spell or a trap, it just can't do it. And also, I wanted to kill everything and deal a bunch of damage. Speaking of which, deal 4k, I win. I love that, that it just has the effect, like, I can just play, like, Forced Release and get rid of everything from Disaster Leo, and I just win the duel. At the end of the turn, if this card has no materials, you win the duel. It's not even by its own effect. It's so jankable. Also, if you think I lamed out by just Leoing 3 times in a row, those are in circumstances that I was already doing well and wanted to make it faster, so it was literally just better. Also, I find it much funnier to go for Leo. It's incredible to me. So yeah, Quattro took it home. Let's go. 3-2. That's the mythical 3-2 gang. It's like finding a unicorn if y'all were actually a 3-2 gang in the comments. I can't even imagine. God. But yeah, this was a fun one. This was a really fun set of matches. This was, even if it was a little slow, both decks are slow. So honestly, it was just fun. It was just fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Watch my other content, and maybe you can even see all level 12s getting summoned in a turn. Yeah, that'd be crazy. It's right here. See ya!